My name is Ethan Hemming, and I am the CEO of Warren Village. Warren Village has been around almost 52 years. The purpose of the organization is really focused on single-parent families. Our goal with those folks is to give them a safe place to live, education, training, supports, mental health, coaching, all those things to help them figure out where do you want to go with your life and how can you get to a more stable, more self-sufficient life, and that's hard work. A lot of our folks come from domestic violence, homelessness, challenges that many of us can't really imagine. They faced it all, and they got to us, and our calling, our job, our mission is to really help them get to that next level. So part of that is then, they're all parents, all have one or two little kids. We have an early learning center at our two main locations. Those centers are a very vibrant, busy, active place with a bunch of little kids running around and just educating them, caring for them. And it's good for the kids, but it also helps the parent. Because when you're a single parent, it's hard to do education or go to a job if you don't have a place for your little kid to go. So we're a two-gen organization, the adult and the child, one place, one time, holistic, wraparound services. Pretty much you name it, we do it here for our families. So I first learned about All Copy products right after I got here, so almost 10 years ago. The story goes that Jamie had a friend with a different company who was doing some work here with Christmas gifts, and she would come along and do those Christmas gifts. And then the next thing you know, Jamie and Brad are talking to us about donating and supporting us. So did that through holiday gifts, other volunteer activities from staff, and then they brought forth the idea of us being the beneficiary of the big golf tournament every year. Typically when you do an event, the nonprofit staff does all the work, and you raise money, but it's really hard work. They do all of it. I mean, literally, we show up the day of, we do some outreach for sponsorships, but most of it is really Jamie and Chris and Brad doing all that work for us. But every year, more and more money they raise for us, and it's been really cool. And then they saw our needs in IT supportive services. We were growing, we did not have a lot of sophisticated support, and so they came in with a proposal to help us in a much more robust and cost-efficient way, both philanthropically, but also operationally.
My name is Mike Mira. I am the business administrator and accounting assistant here at Warren Village. I've kind of defaulted to the in-house IT guy, and if I can't solve something, then we call up Verticomm. The nice thing about having this partnership with Verticomm is if there are things here that I don't have the expertise for, it's nice because then I can just call up Verticomm, and then it usually just gets fixed right away. Having the internet connection up and running constantly, the network running smoothly, all of the computers running well, that all just helps us do all of the things we need to do. With the All Copy side, we use you guys for multifunction printers as well as just single, black and white desktop printers. I think we've got something like a dozen-ish printers amongst all of our different campuses. When there is something going wacky on our network, we give you guys a call, and generally speaking, the tech on the phone goes, "Oh yeah, I know what's going on," and they'll just come out and fix it in no time. I genuinely do appreciate having Verticomm and All Copy around just because they have the resources available to keep track of all of the emerging technologies, and we can figure out what's going to be a useful thing to do in the future.
I think what distinguishes All Copy is the sense of team spirit. It's beautiful. Something magical happens over there, and that spills over to our space when the guys are on site. We look to that as like a role model for organizations. How do you build team? Because team is the number one thing that we try to accomplish here, because that's how you deliver good work. Something special is happening in there, and we're excited to be a part of it.